today. This is your summer welcome sign with the geraniums for $36.98. Your 5 easy payments, $7.40. It's H483977. Now, this is the thing. You see 3 different signs, right? You can only get all 3 of these signs if you get auto delivery. If you get auto delivery, you're going to get all 3. If you don't want to get auto delivery, that's totally fine. You'll just get the summer one, which is beautiful. That says welcome. But if you get auto delivery, you're going to get one in August. That's going to be your harvest. And then you're going to get one in November, and that's going to be your winter. Isn't that cool?
Isn't he cute?
Get the auto delivery so you can get the other 2 signs, and so you're going to be good. These are great, Val. Brand new today.
What I love is they hang. We put a little hanger on the back. Every one of these hangs as well as sits tabletop. And the profile on each and every one of them is slim enough that even if you just have a skinny little space between your front door and your storm door, these will fit.
I love that. I love that. So I don't have a storm door yet. I'm going to get one installed this year. I'm a big fan of a storm door. I like to leave my regular door open, but I don't want the bugs to come on in.
And then you get all that light spilling out, which is wonderful.
These are great. Look at the, see the size on that? That profile, that side profile, that's nice. All right, let's talk about the design of each one. You want to start with the summer one? Look at her, she's so cute.
Look at that little woven basket detail, the blue checked ribbon, because of course we wanted a little nod to red, white, and blue. And the geraniums, again, that red with cream, and even the leaves on the geranium have that unique pattern detail that geraniums are so known for. I love how full and lush and filled the basket looks. It's not skimpy. We didn't spare anything.
You can't see any between this. Look at that. It's nice and full. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. I think that's so pretty. But then, all right, when fall comes and you're like, oh gosh, what am I going to put up for fall? Look at this one.
And I think this one ships, I believe, in August.
In August, correct.
So we did metal leaves at the top. Well, let's start at the bottom. Look at the ivy and the berries and the sunflowers and the burlap ribbon. And then look at all of the shading and detail that we added to the pumpkin to give it dimension. I love that each and every one of these says welcome, because that's what they are.
Right.
These are welcome signs. And then the metal leaves and curlicues on top. So just sweet and simple and easy. And you know, maybe this is something that you love as a teacher, you love incorporating into your classroom.
It's true. It's a great thing to incorporate in the classrooms. I love that idea. Okay, and then in November, this is the one that's going to come to you.
This is your winter snowman. I love his little happy smile, and his little eyes just have just a hint of mischief, just a hint.
You know,
he's adorable. And then the little ribbon, the plaid ribbon that we use, the little sprig of balsam and berry, love that. And then down below, look at the pip berries and the red berries and the pine cones and the evergreen. It's just so beautifully done. And then that little welcome coming off his scarf around his neck, so it's in line with that. I love that we applied each and every one of the welcome signs thoughtfully, not just in the same place, but really incorporated it into the design.
Brand new today, y'all. These are brand new.
So fun.
What a great thing to get home. You don't have to worry about thinking about like the next seasons, because you know these are already going to come, and that's going to be such a great little surprise kind of when they come, because you know we forget. But to get something like this home, especially think about your doors, right? Maybe that big wreath that we had earlier, that 24-inch, if you have that storm door and you go, oh, I may have to put it on the outside of the storm door. Maybe you don't like to do that, but you want to get something on the inside. Here, this is what you get. This is exactly what you get, because of the profile is so thin. And not only are you going to get one, but get it on auto delivery, and guess what? You're going to be able to get the other 2. This one's going to come in August, that cute little pumpkin, and then you have that snowman that's going to come in November. And you don't have to just have them flat or hang them, because if you notice, look, they stand.
They all have just enough width to the bottom that they will stand up without being tippy. You know, maybe you are an office manager. Maybe in your business, you're the reception, and it's your desk that is where
I love
folks
that.
come in and say welcome.
Yeah.
What a lovely and tasteful way to greet each season as we approach them, and for that welcome to be there and yet done in such a tasteful way. I love that. Even I'm thinking about classrooms and teachers, but I'm also thinking about the school secretary that is again the one that meets new students and parents. So it's just.
I mean, even here we decorate our doors and to our dressing rooms. A lot of the girls and guys, they have wreaths on their doors and things in there. So listen, if you have a door, put something on it. Or if you have a desk or a table or something, we have really nice long desks. I usually have flowers in my room. So what a great opportunity to kind of just warm up a space and just put this down on that little table.
Exactly. And you mentioned the front doors, but I'm also thinking about those of you that have friends and family doors where it's a side door or a back door. And that's where you're really good friends
everybody
and
comes
in.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to say welcome to them every bit as much as we do the front door. So maybe this is that kitchen door, that back door that you say welcome in a really special way to the dear ones that use that.
What is it about that we say, don't come in the front door, go around? What is it? Did you all grow up like that too?
And you don't say that to just everybody.
It's true. Just go around to the other door. You know what that means. You know, or some people know just to go on around to that door. They don't even come to that front door. I love that. All right, this is your choice. Do you want the summer geranium right now? Get that for sure. That's going to be $36.98. But if you get auto delivery in August, you're going to get the pumpkin, and in November you're going to get that little snowman. $7.40 is your easy pay. Remember, everything this 2 hours is on 5 easy payments. H483977. That is your item number. So, do you see this gorgeous trunk?
Ooh.